That's the reason you're alone in your life and ain't got a real man in your life who's about some. Write it the fuck down. Don't make this about me and you on panels and in chat boxes. Make this about the psychology and the sociology, the spiritual faith, the relationships or lack thereof. You'll get further in life. Can't fix stupid. Can't save the unwilling. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Hey, what's up, Paul? This is Gabriel. I heard you speaking. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm good. Top of the morning. You heard you speaking last week on your live about creating channels and consciousness flowing through that, and I wanted to ask you about something about that. These channels that you were referring to, are you referring to like the programs that make us who we are and sets our personality on default?
Yeah,
like
you could say that.
Yeah.
You could say that the thought forms. Yeah. You know, the emotional energy and motion forms, I guess, that kind of rise and fall or express themselves. This guy's short bill. Well, whatever. We'll get to that. You're throwing me off there, kid. I appreciate you, right? Yeah.
We will continue to put Snafu in his place.
He's drinking again, Goblin. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh man. This is my life. You were saying, Gabriel. The thought forms, the energy and motion forms, the beliefs about self and the world and how those interact or lack thereof. And then the persona, the mask, or the real self-identity or sense of self that creates or lack thereof. Yes, This is the main thing of like what I'm into, like whether I'm good at it or understand it completely or not. It's like what kind of inspires me, what excites me, what drives me at the core, among other things.
Yeah, because I that's what attracted me to some of the stuff you say. Like you say, I am the I am, and it reminds you just mentioned persona, and it reminds me of like the persona and the mask. I think that's what the Greeks used to call it. Right. And I'm trying to figure out like what's behind that mask.
Well, that's the thing.
Is that spirit? What's the difference between spirit and soul? Like, all that stuff is really intriguing.
Yeah, I mean, these might be different terminologies for the same thing or the same idea. But there's an animating, inhabiting force, right? I guess you can call it consciousness or an awareness that you can argue, if not physically, we are made in the image of the Most High, because you can argue the Most High is not a someone, it's a something, right? So pure conscious and awareness is the closest thing in human form to God-like, made in the image of the Most High. The more conscious and aware you are, the more understanding you have, the more control you have over yourself and your environment, either directly or indirectly, right? So when we talk persona, personality, beliefs, and sort of the extension of actions and inactions and what that creates here, versus, as you say, what's behind the mask, or what is the animating force, what is the state of beingness of pure conscious and awareness, as it relates to cause and effect, versus what it feels like, because I've been out of my body, or at least I've hallucinated that, whatever that means. And there's a clear difference in consciousness and awareness. When you're pure spirit, as you said, or pure consciousness, there is no burden of emotions. There's just only recognition of what is. When you come back to body, you feel gravity and you feel emotions and you feel weighed down and burdened. It's not the same, right? So that's what I suspect enlightenment is the actual lightening of the load when you attain a space of pure conscious and awareness, which can only really be done without a body, in my experience. And if you come back to body, there's always going to be some gravitational pull, some push-pull, some kind of force, some energy in motion. To me, it's almost impossible to not have that as a quality of the experience at times. I think the key is, once you recognize pure conscious and awareness is weightless and essentially limitless, you can incorporate that into your day-to-day experience of having a body and using it, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead, sir.
Don't go through life sorry. It's no way to live.
You're right. Yeah. Absolutely. This is maybe why people like chase things, try to escape the body, like through, the big push. It's like psychedelics, and even I heard you mention before. I think you said that you used to use heroin and stuff, and because it gets you out of your body, and it's like an
Potentially.
artificial form of weightlessness, but it's not
Potentially.
sustainable, right? It's not sustainable because you're saying that like the key is to kind of like integrate that weightlessness and like into every day, off natty, I guess.
Right. I mean, I don't believe in using drugs as an escapist technique. My use of these mind altering substances at times are in fact to reflect and to reintegrate a more holistic self. So like if you were to, I don't choose to see it as a problem. I choose to see it as a default state of expression. So for me, I may be a bit too grounded. So I may benefit from imbibing in these things at times and stepping back from my in the world and of it perspective to kind of see the bigger picture. Now, obviously, consciousness and awareness and self can do whatever these chemicals can do. The point is, are we learned and practiced enough to employ that when it's necessary or proper, right? So it's a practice like anything else. But I don't necessarily pigeonhole folks. While most folks, I think, are doing that, whether they're aware of it or not, I'm not going to pigeonhole everybody to one experience when it comes to experiencing these plants and these herbs, right? I think that they're tools if you let it be. I think that they're modalities of escapism and delusion if you let them be. It's really just about your self-awareness and consciousness, once again, and ability to reflect on self and your life and the cause and effect.
Right. Because there's been so many times like where I've been high in the past, and I think, and now I don't do that for various reasons, but I think I can kind of almost go there.
Can I stop you for a second?
I'm sorry.
I'm just kind of curious.
I mean, excuse me.
I'm just kind of curious what this is, and I'm not gonna like take a mode at this time of sort of interrogatory more than just like questioning, because this is like you have to understand. I'm talking to someone in chat right now, this Liliana person, and this is why I don't really like when you folks restream me, although I do advocate for that in my banner. I oftentimes don't like the experience because what happens is you bring in folks who I can't block from the chat, who have a habit of being different people, different places at different times. And that's not the energy and the consciousness I want around me to do fellowship. I don't want fake, ungrounded, inauthentic people around me to distort the energy and the transmission. And then you guys can't seem to understand why I don't like that and why I don't want that. And I can't understand that either. So like this Liliana person is constantly in the other chat earlier today, harping on me, shitting on me, saying I'm a bad, evil person. Why won't I get thrown off panel? Why won't everyone mute me? She hates my voice. Yet here she is, like so many before and so many after, can't pull herself away from what I'm doing here. That doesn't have to include her. She wants me thrown out of other venues and muted and stopped speaking and taken power over and censored, then comes to my area to watch and listen. Is that not dysfunctional and bizarre?
It is dysfunctional, Paul, and you will continue to have this same experience over and over because more people are coming to the truth, right? And so now that the truth has gone mainstream,
who's live streaming?
I'm not denying that, Goblin. The point is we're not coming to the truth if we're going to sit here right now and pretend that didn't just happen and do the Talcott acid trip where the past doesn't exist because we're in the now, every now and now and now. So I can rape you right now, but then it doesn't matter right now. That's not how she's playing with me. In ego, you sit right there and you enable it instead of saying, dumb bitch, he's right. Why the fuck are you using me as a pawn and playing power games with him? I don't agree with you, but you'd never have the balls to do that in life. And that's why you're not a player. And that's why you're a nice guy who finishes last.
Yeah, like when the fucking all of a sudden they start making out in front of you when you park somewhere and she looks at you and then you're like, dude, you're kissing dick, bro. And he looks at you laughing. Like,
I don't know
I'm
what that
rubbing
means
her
and what he's saying. Anyone know what he's saying or what he's doing right there?
But
Anyone?
like when
Say it
dating
again.
couples,
I don't know what you're.
Let me try to
let
follow.
me say it
Say it
again.
again.
Say it again.
Try to.
It's
Yeah,
hot.
I have a new African American here. Can you be my new co-host? For like, I've asked this to a few people. Not many people get this. You have a good voice, and you seem to have a head on your shoulders, and you're able to yield. You seem like you have patience, and that'll go far in this business. Will you be my new co-host, and will you try to interpret whatever just went on there, please? Jefferson's
Let's
very
see what
black.
he has to say again, sir.
He's very
So,
black. I can't interpret.
I
what
just
he's
wanted
saying.
to say that it happens all the time. Pull up to a parking lot, couples will pull up and hop out and start making out right in front of me, and they'll both look at me laughing and keep doing it. And I'm like, bro, what is this? Why are you trying? Why do you think you should be offended that she's using you? I was just saying it's the same shit, yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
Now, were
time.
you offended by that, Jeff? Is that your undeaded?
I get offended at the fact that they think it offends me. And I'm like, dude, you're
Okay.
kissing dick, bruh. Like, that's what I yell out the window at. I'm like, you're kissing dick,
It's
bruh.
the pride
You ain't
about
fucking with
it.
me.
I agree. It's the pride about it. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm
Are
pushing
these
your
girls
button.
you know?
But
Exactly.
let me see the scenario that you displayed. I'm trying to decode that. It remind me of, no offense, it remind me of the Supreme Gentleman, Elliot Rogers, like how he would sit in the parking lot and watch couples like make out or just sit and watch the sunset, and he would monologue about his thoughts about it. You know that dude? Remember that guy, Elliot Rogers?
I don't, but I think
He
that
was the
they
dude
do.
that was in. He's from Santa Barbara, and he went on that killing spree. Now I'm
Oh,
not
that
saying
kid.
you do, because he was like an incel or something like that. He
Right,
would
dude.
watch-
I moved to Santa Barbara when he did that. It was
Yeah.
that college student.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was
Yeah,
all
he-
narcissistic.
right. He was chilling in the parking lot and like witness stuff like that and gives his takes before he crashed out, as we say.
He ruined it for the van
Hold on. I
lifer
gotta
guy.
stop you. You guys are going off into beta chatter right now, and it's not making much sense. I don't even know I don't know what just happened. Can you get back to me?
You're like, he's gonna take that co-host tryout away, huh?
Yeah,
He's like, I don't know what's
I don't
going on.
mind, but like it's like I don't know. You're going into incels and people doing weird shit in the parking lot, and it's like,
Well, that was.
No,
I
Paul.
was wondering why you in the parking lot watching that shit.
Let
That's
me
all.
clarify, please.
Yeah.
So,
hold on.
as a
I want
van
to.
lifer,
Oh my god, he's gonna attempt to. All right, go further with this. After I
I
just
just
said,
want to
let's.
clarify. Paul, I just want to
Let's clarify.
All right, so as a van lifer, as a man, right, as a young pothead white male,
My Emperor Jew is thumbsing down. Are you not seeing that? My Mr. Powerstein is Emperor Powerstein is thumbing down hard right now.
I knew he would eventually.
Really not
so
into it.
He should be
I
out
knew
with that. Yeah.
eventually
Continue
today I would
on.
get a thumbs down from him. Yeah, expected.
Hold on, they're asking in chat. Is this the gay guy from Mount Shasta?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that you? yeah. Okay. All
We're
right, go
going with
ahead,
it.
man. Jefferson
All
in
right,
good humor today. He's rolling with it.
Paul, I love you, brother. But anyways, fucking van lifer guys like me, we pull up to parking lot, maybe about to go into Planet Fitness, right? Just need a shower, first time in 5
Right.
days. Gotta work, you know. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, every time, out the woodwork, a couple will pull up in front of where I'm facing and just start fucking making out. And then they look at me and laugh and do it again and again. And I'm like, you're sucking dick,
You know
bro.
these girls?
No, this random people. It happens a lot. And Paul said it. And I'm like, bro, this shit actually does happen a lot. All right, continue. I'm sorry.
No, but how does that remind you of what the freak was saying, though?
No,
That's
what
all I'm
Paul
trying
was
to say.
saying about,
Oh,
he was
Paul's
saying
saying,
how
okay.
beta males are rubbing in your face. No, it's offensive.
I see.
You should be offended, bro, but you're laughing. You're a disgrace to men.
It
That's
is
what I
though.
think.
That's exactly what the fuck they're doing. Can you prove that that's not the episode? Are you not acknowledging what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're not there. We can't take Jefferson's secondhand
I hear you. Firsthand
perspective,
experience
but
cannot
like
be
things
denied,
like that
right?
do go on. Like for all you know, I'd have to be there because Jefferson will immediately take this and he'll conclude what I'm saying is true for him, and it might be the opposite. But like women are dirty. Some of them, you know, they're dirty and they like power games. They enjoy it, and they
I
will.
think it's wicked.
They will take their beta male and kiss them in front of you because they want you to bang them. And then when you don't, well, you're saying, yeah, but what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do?
Beta
You're
males
giving you the
do
opportunity.
too, though.
But then again, then you have to recognize that now that's a woman who's into power games, and she may do the same thing to you at some point.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I don't
large African American man who joined my panel, right? One day you'll be in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
and she'll say, "Hey, pull over here at Inspiration Point." Right, and you'll go,
It
this is
reminds
kind of
me
a
of my
weird neighborhood
exes.
for Inspiration Point. It's kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a little dark around here, you know?
It
And you'll
reminds
pull
me of,
over,
like,
and then she'll get out in front of a large African American and kiss you in front of him, and he'll know what's happening.
Right.
He'll immediately seize upon that opportunity.
No, I know
And
the
then you'll
game,
be
Paul.
left cocked in the dust.
I've been through the game, Paul. I had it done to me, and it
I
reminds
know,
me of
you
my
got a
exes.
look in your eye right now. It's kind of scaring me.
And
You lean
the
back.
fucker, I'm looking at the fucker. I'm like, I was you 10 years ago, and you're so pathetic, and so was I. And it's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to smoke my spliff. You know?
Wait a second. Liliana's still here? I thought she was leaving. See what I mean? Power gaming, disingenuous, fake ass bitch. That's why I don't respect you, because you got no integrity and you don't do what you say you're going to do. We knew you weren't leaving. She's one of these broken hoes who gathers all her shit up and you go, okay, goodbye. And she keeps talking and talking. I go, could you hurry up and gather your shit up? I'm leaving. And I go, I heard that. I got that. I figured out when you were picking your shit up. I start helping her pick her shit up. And then start slamming doors, coming back in, walking around in circles. Like, you ain't going to leave, are you? I'm going to have to put you out. All right. So I don't listen to what a bitch says. I watch what they do. Right. That's the difference between us as creatures. You dumb hoes listen to what motherfuckers say. I look at what they do and don't do. That's how you judge character. So could you stop playing your bitch ass games? Because at some point, if you're on DeFreak's channel right now, at Pimp Unslaved, I'm taking your audience real quick. Me and my spirit, I wouldn't want to have to live with the fact that I interacted with you beyond a certain point. It's degrading to me. Yes, sir.
I appreciate your time. You have me up here. I got my main mission to do. It's about 10 a.m. in Taiwan time over here, so I got to get started on some stuff. And
see you, bud.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Feel free to come back and join me, co-host, non-co-host, whenever you have some time and inspiration.
Yeah, with some. Oh, he gave me the thumbs up. I'm gonna live on a good note.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm
my
also gonna dip
Jew
out.
emperor.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm also gonna dip out.
Let you go. You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.